Drew and Stu are on the air.
Ready? Right.
Whether you're fading with Drew or riding with Cam, this is the place to get your weekly NFL picks.
Hello and welcome to Wild Card Weekend on the Drew and Stu podcast. I'm Drew, that's Cam. Last week we were both 8-8, but we were 5-1 on our best bets. You were 3-0, the Lions, the Steelers, and Seattle Seahawks. Yeah. And I was 2-1. Miami, the only one that got me. And it looked good in the first half, but then the Patriots were just like, hey, let's just hand the ball off. And, they smoked the Dolphins, and I regret making that pick as soon as I saw that starting.
Hey, we talked about some stuff in the crazy week at the end, Drew, and I told you, shout out to Billy the doorman who watched our show. We finished, I think, T3 or T4. So we won, our team won like 12 grand, whatever. We have to saw it off. But I'm going to tell you, Drew, that Charger game, every guy we chased, if the Chargers, they had 2 touchdowns called back. That's the game that would have flipped everything. That's $57,000 too. And we lost.
Oh, those late flags that
were
made up.
Yeah. They had 2 touchdowns taken back. And then we do a pick 6. Like our contest is pick 5. We have Tampa Bay minus 2.5. I'm at the bar. They're controlling the. They win by 2. Then we go 5-0 with our rest picks just to get something. But I got to tell you something, buddy. The NFL just puts you in orbit the way things happen in these games, man. It is just a roller coaster. But hey, we did good this week. We got a party this weekend. Your Bills are in the playoffs. Let's rock.
The second most bet money line of the season was Ravens last night on Sunday Night Football. And me and you both love the Steelers. It was my gold, your silver. And the Steelers squeaked it out thanks to Tyler Loop missing that kick. They should have just take the points at half. They win that game easily. I just don't know what Tomlin sneaked the ball with Hayward. Why are you calling a pitch play to get Kenneth Gainwell at the end of the half? I was like, oh my God, we're going to lose this because of this shit.
Got to hand it to them, though. Like, Baltimore looked like they were going to run away. Pittsburgh just kept on coming back. And then they got, like, momentum. I'm talking to Lisa. I'm like, I think the Steelers
both
got
the
a really
Flowers blown coverage plays. I was like, oh, my goodness, Pittsburgh. What do you
see how open these guys are? It's just like, what? The Steelers, though, they have so many flaws in their game. Gainwell's amazing. There's certain guys on their team that are good, but I can't trust these guys.
The Ravens just not having any pass rush just screwed them. Rodgers just able to sit back there and wait for guys to get open, and then he misses Jonnu Smith on a wide open throw, and of course he's like, "Oh, ran the wrong route." No, you just missed the throw, bro. Like it's
he missed a few throws last night that were wide open. To be honest with you,
yeah, 100%. So we saw Tampa pull it out against Carolina, and then they still don't make the playoffs because Atlanta beats the Saints, even though Tyler Shuck looked like he was going to win the game late there, but he didn't. What else did we see? We saw the Rams go to the 5 seed, so they will be going to Carolina. We saw the Eagles, rest their starters despite the Lions being the Bears. Do you agree with Sirianni's decision to take on the 49ers instead of the Packers as the 2 seed?
I think it's ridiculous. And I'm going to tell you something. All these guys who do this rest shit, it'll come bite them in the ass. The teams that win, take a look at history, and teams that get on a heater who win a wild card game and go into the playoffs on that roll. You think you're good enough? You think you're good enough to rest guys, and now you're getting a 49ers team. By Seattle played great in that game, but the 49ers can beat the Eagles. It's the Eagles aren't like so much better than the 49ers. I got to be honest with you. And the Packers, I'd rather play the Packers with the injuries that they have.
Don't have Micah Parsons.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here, Drew? I got to tell you.
And it's funny because they rest their starters, but then they played Devontae Smith in the first half because they want him to get his 1,000-yard season. I'm like, so wait. You care about that, but you don't care about getting the W. And then they were winning, but then they didn't give Tank Bigsby the ball the entire fourth quarter, despite facing one of the worst run defenses in football. It seemed like they threw the game. It was just really, really weird. And Sirianni's 0-2 in his career in the playoffs on the road, but he's undefeated at home. So just like, how important home field is.
Yep.
If Chicago wins that round 1 game and you have to go to Chicago in round 2, it's just, I don't know.
I'm telling you, Matt, Drew, and we talk about, we played sports, obviously not at a professional level, but you know what I mean? We kind of know what's going on. And I'm going to tell you, every time I played on teams and we did that, where we rest like star players in hockey, it came back and bit us in the ass. I go, just play the fucking game and maybe give the guy a couple less shifts. If you can get hurt, you get hurt on the sidelines. You get hurt anywhere. You can slip in the shower. I think it's a really bad sign. And I know some people will disagree with me, but I'm telling you, it's stupid. Because you always want to have that game mentality. And I'll tell you, going into that game, they better be ready to go in the first quarter. Because when you take time off and rest guys, sometimes you get punched in the face. And in a playoff game, you might be, if the 49ers go up 14 or 17, they might not be able to come back. That's the whole thing.
I agree with that. And Cam, your Seahawks absolutely shut down the 49ers. 49ers couldn't move the ball at all.
I'm proud of these guys, man. This defense, Drew, is unreal.
It has been unreal. It looks unreal. Whether or not it's going to be a great game if the Rams go in there in round 2. I'll tell you that much. That'll be fun to watch. Cam, the Bengals blew it, and then Myles Garrett gets the record-breaking sack. Congrats to him. Breaks the NFL record.
Yep.
And then the Bengals post-game, Zach Taylor and Jamar Chase complain, this is ridiculous that they stopped the game for that, for a lot of the Browns to celebrate that sack. Like, we were fighting for our lives trying to win a football game, and Jamar Chase is like, that's like stopping the game when I got a 10th catch. Guys, he broke an NFL record. Like, how about you calm down here?
How about you cover Cincinnati as 7.5-point favorites in a state game in the Battle of Ohio? Like, that team, that's a train wreck. The Cleveland Browns are not even a good road team, and they go out there and beat the Bengals.
Good for them. Shout out Roach, who's our Survivor fan. He's in our Survivor pool, or he was in the Survivor pool. He lost because of the Bengals. He sent me a message saying that he lost out on $53,000 because the Bengals couldn't.
We didn't give him the Bengals, did we?
No, well, we ranked that we would take the Bengals. I think over Philly and.
That's why I don't like. That's why I don't like that stuff. When people play with money, you can ask my opinion, but don't you got to go with your gut because I mean
Philly lost too, so two of his.
That's a great call, Drew. Philly lost too.
Cam, Chiefs blew it. Raiders first overall pick because the Giants decided to win a football game like dumbasses.
Buddy, I actually changed my pick. Want to hear something crazy, Drew? I know you like Dallas. That game right before that game, Billy the doorman, because I told you of the pool. He goes, "I love the Giants." I start researching. I go, you know what? I can't lay points with the Cowboys.
Well, I didn't know Dallas was going to start resting people.
No. But the thing was, Joe Milton was actually better than that. Like when he came in the game, I'm like, no. I'm just saying. The Dallas Cowboys. There's certain teams you don't like to lay points with. And they're one of them. Like, actually, the Giants played pretty good in that game.
They did. And who played well, Cam? The Colts with Riley Leonard almost absolutely beat the Texans outright. I was like, what is going on here? The Texans defense, this formidable defense, letting Riley Leonard throw all over them. And Alec Pierce gets ejected for talking to a ref, and the ref ran to him. And then they were like, oh, you contacted an official, you're out of the game. And I was like, what is going on here?
I know.
That might have cost them the football game. Broncos, 1 seed. Patriots, 2 seed. Not really much else to talk about. Week 18 was a bunch of shitty football games, right?
Yeah, well, this is what they are. Week 18 is one of those weeks where, they inflate lines. Like, Drew, that Rams line we got in our pool, it's like, imagine we did this all the time. The line was 7. It goes to 14. You're getting an extra touchdown. You got to go. Like, we have to
take
it.
The Bills were -7 in the circuit contest, and they closed at -12.5.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This last week is nuts. And I'm telling you, a lot of people got lucky betting favorites because there was a lot of back doors open. Like the
Rams did not deserve to cover that game.
No, they didn't. 13. We had the Rams. They didn't play very well in that game. The Chargers should have covered. They covered. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, still some of these dogs, Giants outright, Browns outright. So nothing's easy in this league, Drew, but can't wait for the playoffs. I just can't believe that we're going to this bar. We're going to the bar in Kingston, and your game's right out the gate. You're getting the old Toronto Raptors, Milwaukee Bucks time slot at the NBA playoffs.
Which is crazy to me because I feel like it's the best game of the weekend. But that's besides the point. Cam, this weekend, the Mansion, Wildcard Weekend, me and you going to do a live show Sunday, January 11th at the Mansion in Kingston, Ontario. Following the live show, we'll be hanging out, watching the Sunday slate of games, including the Buffalo Bills against the Jaguars at 1 p.m. right directly after the show. So you'll see me stressing out live for 3 hours. Cam probably stressing out too because I'm assuming he'll be backing me on the Bills.
I will.
3 floors, multiple TVs, 26 taps pouring local craft beer as well as national and imported favorites. And the best part, the event is sponsored by Pabst Blue Ribbon, which means shirts, sweaters, hats, giveaways, everything's going to be there, Cam. $15. I think it's well worth it. Come hang out with me and Cam this Sunday at the Mansion in Kingston. Link in the description below. It'll be a fun time, Cam. And Wildcard Weekend, you want to get right into it?
You mentioned one thing, too. These mysterious dinosaur wings that are probably going to be the size of my head. So I can't wait to take a bite into those. You should have seen me last night at the bar, Drew. We ordered nachos, and I ate like 90% of the plate. I was so stressed out watching the game. Guys, like, never order with Cam. I was just like, it was awful. I felt bad.
I'm assuming some fans will buy you some wings. Maybe that'll happen.
Yeah, that'd be great. But I can't believe it, Drew. Like, the Lions in that game with the Bears, like a lot of stress jobs. But we could, a couple games, buddy, we would have been in the money. We learned a valuable lesson this year, guys. Drew and I made some mistakes down the end, changing picks, getting rattled, like last-minute changes. This week we went, put them in, we go 4-1.
Yeah, we did. Cam, we can tell the viewers we were up to 13th overall in the Super Contest 5 weeks ago, and we've just been free-falling the last 5 weeks. I mean, you've noticed it on the show. Our picks have been brutal the last couple of weeks until this last week.
Our minerals have been okay. It's just the other ones we add to the thing, right?
Like, yeah, we've been like, I think the most wins we got in a week over the last 5 was 2 in the contest, which dropped us from 13th overall all the way into the 200s, which means we were out of the money. We were on pace to win almost $100,000. And
yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah, that's all. That's all she wrote. It was very frustrating. My wife on Sunday was just like, "Why are you so stressed out?" I'm like, "Cause we're blowing it. We absolutely blew it. We were like the Leafs."
That's
in the
what I
third
tell my
period.
girlfriend too. I go like, and she thinks it's all like, cause I do talk a lot, but this is real. Like if we just stayed on course, even like one bad 3
Even
and
3
3
and
week,
2 for 5 weeks.
you go 4. If you go 4-2, 4-2, 4-2, 4 like consistently, you're getting money.
Yeah,
Are you not?
Yeah, well, 4-1 or 3-2.
Yeah, 4-1 and 3-2. Like you can't be under 500.
Cam, before we get into the wild card slate, the MVP odds are basically even right now. If you had to pick right now who your MVP is it Drake May or Matthew Stafford?
I'm going to go with Matthew Stafford.
46 TDs, 8 interceptions. It's pretty
Thing
crazy.
about it too, he's also had Adams out. Nakua is banged up. He's got to do everything.
Second toughest schedule in all football.
Exactly. Take a look at their division. Like, no offense, New England.
People are like, "Oh, he lost to Seattle for the 1 seed." I was like, "He didn't really lose. He scored a touchdown in overtime. The defense just couldn't stop."
The defense and special teams lost the game. The guy got fired at the end of the game. And let's call it out for what it is. Look at what the Bills did to the Jets. It's fun beating on losers like that in that division.
That's when people were like, "Oh, last week Drake May 4 touchdowns against the Jets."
Who cares?
Yesterday, Mitch Trubisky 4 touchdowns against the Jets.
Dude,
it's not like
Mitch looks good. Mitch is a good backup. He's a former number one pick.
For 4 years. Yeah,
you're damn right. Mitch Trubisky, and I bet learning under Allen, like if Allen got hurt, I know you'd be freaking out, but I would say Mitch Trubisky is a guy you can still go, I think we can steal one with Mitch.
Yeah, I mean they'd still be like a 500 football team, but if Allen gets hurt, they're done. But yeah, that's
a tough matchup in Jacksonville, buddy.
We'll talk about it when we get there. Yeah. I think the Jags might be the best team left in football, but we'll talk about that when we get there. Up first, Cam. Rams at Panthers. The Panthers are plus 10 at home. The over-under is 46.5. We are going to do both sides, totals, and money line for each game because there's only 6 games, so we'll talk about that. The weather expected to be cloudy, but clear skies. Not clear skies, cloudy, but clear weather. No precipitation. Panthers beat them earlier in the season with a red zone turnover by Stafford and another pick that was a pick 6. Can the Rams pull off the upset again, Cam, or will Stafford and the Rams put the boot on the throat of the Panthers?
It's a lot of points, Drew.
It is a lot.
The Rams haven't looked great. You know what I mean? They're not a perfect football team, but also Carolina could have got murdered to Tampa Bay. Like Tampa Bay is their own worst enemy. Mm-hmm. I can't believe that's the game that cost me the $47K because they didn't win by 3. They won by 2. Raging. Here's the thing. Carolina, revenge spot 2 for the Rams. Don't you think the Rams are kind of playing coy right now? They're going to have all their guys back. They just might go into Carolina and kick the living crap out of these guys.
I'm thinking I don't like taking double-digit favorites, Cam, but the Panthers...
I don't either, but you know what? I think LA wins this game by like 13.
The Panthers have averaged just 16 points the last 4 weeks of the season. They've sputtered down to the end of the stretch. They didn't deserve to make the playoffs. If it wasn't for that crazy Atlanta upset over the Rams 2 weeks ago, they wouldn't be in the playoffs. The Rams are the number 1 ranked team in DVOA for a reason, Cam. I'm going to take them to win by 10. I think it's honestly better for the spread that they lost to the Panthers 7 weeks ago, whenever it was.
I agree.
I think McVay's going to be angry about that. I think they're going to go in and absolutely put up like a 35-point, 40-point burger on the Panthers. And I don't know if the Panthers can score 31 again because they needed that pick 6 to beat the Rams last time. I don't know if they'll get that. I can't see Stafford making mistakes in this big game like this. Maybe if it was pouring rain, even still, like Bryce Young, never been in the playoffs before. I got to take the Stafford with the experience.
I agree. Sorry, Drew. I'm really like fighting it right now. I got a bad cold, but I'm going to tell you, I think the Rams, that number's out there to try to get dog money. And you know what? You can take it if you want. The back door is always open at plus 10, but I'm going to tell you,
I'm thinking it's going to get to like 11.5, 12 by game time.
I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah. Like people think it's going to go down to 9, 9.5. I wouldn't be surprised if it closed 10.5, 11. I'm going to say this. I think the Rams are just in a spot where they haven't been playing good football and they go into Carolina and kick the living crap out of these cats. So I'll take the Rams total in this game.
46.5.
Over?
I think over because last time these two played was 31-27. I think it could be
not
similar.
Just that. I think the Rams can on that defense even can put up 30
themselves,
34. Yeah. So in Carolina can get like 17.
Yeah, I'm 51. thinking 37-13. Like I think the Rams are going to just smoke them. Even though when I say that, everyone in the comments is like, "Oh, Drew said they're going to get smoked," which means they end up winning outright. So yeah, I think the Rams do smoke them. My outrights, I have Rams, Jags, and Rams, Bills futures. So if the Rams lose in this playoff round, it's not good for Drew.
Nope.
I guess it's kind of good the Jags and Bills play each other because that's both my futures. But
Drew, I'm in the thing they have. I want to send you the info. Maybe you can like split a team with me. It's a survivor playoff pool. So you got to pick a team every time. Like, you know what I mean? But spread. Like you do, it's a spread survivor. That's
like
pretty
that.
cool. Yeah, I got to talk to the commission's running a couple extra pools, but I'll send you the info. I think it's fantastic. I like creative stuff like that more. Just
I'm in
not
a
like
fantasy one and done for the playoffs.
Yeah.
You can only use players once, and then you can't use
That's
the rest of the playoffs.
awesome.
So you have to like save guys. Like, oh, who's going to make the AFC Championship? Save those guys.
Makes it more interesting, you know?
I agree with that. All right. Moving on to the Packers at Bears and Saturday Night Football. The Bears are plus 1.5 home dogs. Again, 2 home dogs back to back. Over-under is 46.5. The weather, it's almost freezing temperatures with a small chance of snow. They split the season series with each team winning at home. The Bears won the last meeting in Chicago, but they were down 10, scored, had an onside kick, crazy comeback in overtime against Malik Willis and the Packers because Jordan Love left in the second quarter. I think I like the Packers here. I know Bears fans are going to be like, well, what do you mean? How do you like the Packers? What about you, Cam?
Okay, what did I say, Drew? Can you refresh it? Because I'm seeing Chicago -1 now.
Oh, it's swapped? Hang
Yeah.
on, I'll refresh it.
It is.
We get our lines on Bally, so let's see.
It is -1.
It was plus 1.5 this morning, which means money has been coming in on Chicago, if that's the case. Yep, the Bears are now -1, correct.
I like Green Bay.
I like them even more.
I think
like
Green
them
Bay
this
is
year.
just one. Listen, and I was watching the game, cheering against. There's a huge Bears contingent where I was yesterday, Drew. So they had their table, right? And I'm the only guy who cares because I got the Lions in a pick 6. And people thought that was a crazy. Well, you're taking the Lions plus 3 against. I go. It's divisional game. They played a shit year. This is when they do show up. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, Drew. I saw so many ways to beat the Bears in that game. The slants that Detroit was running were unstoppable. Williams, everybody, they were so open, like they got shredded in that game. If Green Bay could keep Love upright and they had those, I'm going to tell you, like the Bears, their defense, I watched like every snap of that game. I know it's one game. It's concerning, guys. Bears fan, I'm not against you.
They led the NFL in takeaways, Cam.
They don't know how to cover slants and they don't throw slants. Their offense is really weird. I'm just sitting there going, I get it. There's a lot of things to like about the Bears. They got some good, tough young players. But I'm telling you, the Packers kind of have another life, and they've been so disappointing with injuries.
The issue is for the Packers is no Micah Parsons. They've been a bottom 5 defense in the last 6 weeks of the season. Versus
I still think they can rally.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, the last time these teams played, Cam, the Packers made it to the red zone 5 straight drives with Malik Willis and Jordan Love, and they sputtered and only got 13 points out of those drives. It's just that they turned it over on downs twice. They got 2 field goals. They fumbled at the 5-yard line. They made it inside the 10 4 straight drives, Cam, and only came in with 6 points. If they make it 4 straight drives instead of 10 again, they're not coming away with just 6. They'll score some touchdowns. I just don't know if the Bears can keep up in this one.
What about the total?
It's a lot of points for an NFC North division game.
I'm going to have to go under.
Yeah, I'm thinking under 2.
But I don't like it because I think the game, it's going to be right on the number. Like 24, 21.
Yeah. See, you said the same thing. Yeah, I think it'll be right around there.
I'm taking the Pack.
Yeah, Chicago's allowed the second most receptions in the league of 20-plus yards. And you know what Jordan Love loves to do, Cam? Just chuck up prayers on his back foot.
It's nothing against Bear fan. She's so impressed with
I just think it's a bad matchup for the Bears.
I kind of agree with you. Like, I think they can actually play. Like, they beat Philadelphia this year. I think they have the style to, like, beat. It's weird.
I think they'd rather San Fran. Like, San Fran.
Yeah, even San Fran. I agree. They play with them. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, they shut out the Bears at home last time. They played in Chicago 2 weeks ago. The Green Bay Packers did. That was without Love. They should have won that game and not for a crazy onside kick. I think the Packers are just a better football team. They have a better head coach. Ben Johnson doesn't have the experience. People are going to be like, oh, he's an offensive grifted mind. Caleb Williams also doesn't have the experience. Cam, he needed 270 yards, I think it was, to become the first 4,000-yard passer in Chicago history, and he blew it. Absolutely just – Chicago looked like shit yesterday, and
we have breaking news around the National Football League. A couple firings that just happened over the last hour.
Yes, I saw Stefanski and Pete Carroll both out.
Stefanski's gone, Carroll's gone, and the Arizona Cardinals, right when we're taping, have just fired Gannon. So there's another 3 have bitten the dust.
So Gannon's gone, which means Kyler Murray likely gone as well.
Arizona, I watched that team play, and they're lingering in games. They just have no ability to make a statement, have a big touchdown. They're there, and then they're not there. Like, when the Rams covered that game, I was going, what's going on?
I mean, Michael Wilson, Cam, all of a sudden is like Calvin Johnson.
I know.
After Marvin Harrison Jr. gets hurt, he's just unbelievable. And he's a free agent, so who knows where he goes.
So what's Arizona doing? They're drafting a quarterback?
Yeah, we're trading for one. I think J.J. McCarthy's done in Minnesota. They said they're going to bring competition for him, which means they'll probably be maybe Kyler Murray suitors.
I don't know about that. J.J. McCarthy's still young.
Well, they said he's not guaranteed the starting job. They asked Kevin O'Connell.
The problem is this. You got Arizona. They need so many things. Like, not just a quarterback. Like, you don't want to do it with the Raiders and get like, hey, Genty from Boise State.
You know
like,
what? That's a spot for Tua. I could see him going to Arizona. Indoors.
Hey, you really think that?
I mean, where else would Tua go? He's going to be a starter somewhere.
I don't know, man. Arizona. Jacoby Brissett's a backup quarterback. He tries, but it's just not good enough. This team has a lot of problems, man.
I mean, yeah, they do. And you know who has a lot of problems? The Packers with all their injuries. But it doesn't matter. I think we both like them to win outright as underdogs, plus 110 on the money line right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be concerned, but we'll talk about it at the live show on Sunday to tell whether or not we're both right or wrong on the Saturday slate. And Cam, this episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Whether you're starting a new routine or making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard, but in life and on Prize Picks, it's always good to be right. With high-pressure playoff matchups this weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never stops, and Prize Picks lets you take control. Personally, I love building my NFL lineups on Prize Picks, and I'll give you a sneak peek at one of my lineups I'll be playing on Saturday. Caleb Williams, more than 0.5 passing touchdowns. That line is too low. I think he can throw at least one.
For sure.
Christian Watson, more than 55.5 receiving yards. The Bears give up the most 20-plus yard receiving yard plays in the NFL. I think Watson can catch one deep one. Bryce Young, more than 13.5 rushing yards. I think they're going to be down, which means he'll scramble a bit. And Puka Nacua, more than 93.5 receiving yards.
Wow.
He's the number one guy. Devontae Adams is back, which means Nacua's more open. To me, Cam, he's one of the best receivers in football. The payout is 6.5 times your play, and you just have to hit 3 of 4 to win the flex play. Enter this lineup for $20 and leave with $130. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code DREWSTEW to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code DREWSTEW to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
I told people this week I don't get off it, and I told these guys when I go to the bar to pay the fees for the weekly pool, I go take a look at tight ends today. Dude, Cade Otton got the first touchdown for the Bucks. I'm like, okay. Like, you saw these tight ends, man. Look at Parkinson for the Rams.
I have Tommy Tremble's second
I know, Tommy
too.
Tremble. Yeah, you showed me. Drew had Tommy Tremble and Cade Otton. People, let me tell you, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I know one thing: when guys are like 18 and 20 to 1 and tight ends, you look to them in the red zone. Sure, the running back might get it at 4 to 1, but you have to focus on, like, Parkinson, anytime touchdown plus money. Are we nuts? The guy's open all the time.
Well, last night I had Connor Hayward anytime TD 10 to 1.
Yes.
I was like, why is this 10 to 1? He's the tush push
I
guy.
love tight end numbers, man. I hope they never change.
I'll be taking the tight ends to score first TDs in this one. Brenton Strange and Dalton Kincaid will be on my ticket. I'll tell you that much. On the Thursday show. Bills at Jags. The Bills are -1.5 road favorites. Cam, this is a tough one for me. The Jags defense, let me list it off for you. They're second in takeaways, second in interceptions, seventh in DVOA, best run defense in football. They have not allowed a 75-yard rusher this entire season, including 2 games against Jonathan Taylor, who was the league's leading rusher before like 3 weeks ago, and ended being James Cook, who was the league's leading rusher. The Bills' offense is based around the run game and their 3 tight end sets, and then their play action passing over the middle to the tight ends because they don't really throw to the receivers. If the Jags shut down the run, the Bills are in a world of hurt because that means they have to spread it out, and they don't really have the weapons to do that. The only bright side, Cam, is the Jaguars are 30th in pass rush rate, win rate, and sack percentage, which means Josh Allen should have lots of time with his good O-line. It's just, do they have the weapons to take advantage of that time, and what's going to happen this weekend? So it's kind of like the kryptonite for the Bills here. They suck against stopping the run, but they also need to be able to run the football, and the Jags are great at stopping the run.
Also, the Jags offense has been lights out the last little while. They're going into Denver.
They're the top offense in EPA per play since week 12.
Take a look. All they do is, and the thing is, they're a dangerous team because they spread it out. They go to different guys all the time. And Trevor Lawrence is a man possessed. What is the Bills' weakness? Drew will tell you, their defense. The Jags are going to run on them. They're going to throw on them. They're just going to. The Bills
Lawrence has 18
stocks.
touchdowns over the last 7 weeks.
I know. It's nuts. But you know what? Over. And the Bills, if they win, they have to win a track meet because their defense isn't going to slow down Jacksonville. Bills in the over.
51.5. I think this game has 31-30.
34-28, 34-31. Let's go.
The Bills also have gone 8-3 to the over in their last postseason games with Josh Allen, so I like the over. The Jags won 8 straight games in the season. I know their opponents were pretty shit. People were like, oh, they faced the Colts and Titans twice. But you know what they did? They went into Denver and beat the 1 seed, punched them in the mouth. They didn't just beat them, Cam. They annihilated Denver.
I know. I was on Jacksonville that day, remember, Drew? I was like loving it. They murdered Denver. They killed them. Denver's showing me some flaws heading into the playoffs. Let me tell you that.
They haven't lost since acquiring Jacoby Myers. Having that Myers, Thomas, and Strange is really good tight end. Etienne's a really good running back. Trevor Lawrence has been unlocked with Liam Cohen. The only bright side for the Bills is Liam Cohen's never coached in the playoffs before. Lawrence only has 2 games in his career, and the one game he did win was that crazy comeback against the Chargers, but that was in Jacksonville. Bright side, good weather. It's supposed to be sunny. It's not going to be bad weather football, but I think that credits the Jags more than the Bills, because I think the Bills want it to be bad weather, which means it's running and mucking it up with the tight ends. Cam, am I crazy? I think I'm leaning Jacksonville here.
Really?
I don't want to do it. Like, I'm going to be cheering for the Bills, but like everything in me, all the numbers say the Jags are going to win this football game.
I know this could be the stupidest thing ever. I just might take Bills to win and put Jacksonville in a teaser and get them like over 7.5, 8. I think that's something, because I don't think it's going to be a blowout in any way. And then we take the over. Like, I don't want to take the coward's way out, but there's many different ways to get things done. You know what I mean? So I think the teaser in this game, I think it'll middle. Both teams will middle to the over. I'm expecting Buffalo to win this game by a field goal. If Jacksonville wins, I think it's by like between 1 and 4 points as well.
I will say, I think whoever wins this game makes it out of the AFC.
I'm starting to think the same thing.
Right now, you got Bills plus 450 and Jags plus 550 to win the AFC. So I think if you think that Jags win this football game, instead of betting them plus 100, take them plus 550 to win the AFC. So I think they'll go into New England and beat them next week if they beat the Bills, which means you'd have them at plus 550, a ticket riding there, and you just have to hedge out of it in the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
I like the Jags here.
You said it. Tight end props in this game too. Kincaid.
That's
Strange.
The Jags are 19th against covering tight ends, which is like if their Bills offense is built around throwing the tight ends, but it's because of the play action. But I think Kincaid has a day, which is how the Bills are going to score. It's just, can the Bills keep up with the Jags? I know, and I hate the narrative that everyone's like, oh, Josh Allen has the easiest path to the Super Bowl ever. Mahomes is out, Lamar's out, Burrow's out. Cam, those teams are easier to face than the Jags. The Jags defense is unbelievable.
People are nuts. The thing about
I hate this narrative like, oh, he's got to make it now. It's so easy.
No, these narratives are lazy and shit. The Jaguars are the hottest team in football right now, okay? And the Houston Texans, their division, sure, they played a shitty game, but they're playing good. They both have lights out defenses, and defense travels in the playoffs. So, yeah, fuck, who cares if Mahomes is out? This got nothing to do with Kansas City or Baltimore. This has to do with Buffalo playing a team like Jacksonville and taking care of business on the road in a game they can win, which will not be easy. Jacksonville's a damn good football team. And the second half,
you remember last time Josh Allen played in Jacksonville? I think it was 3 or 4 years ago. They went in as 10-point favorites and lost outright. Josh Allen has a world of terrors in Jacksonville, Cam. I think his only win in Jacksonville was his rookie season when I think he tore his shoulder on a deep touchdown pass. I don't know. It's just, I know they beat them at home 2 years ago.
Jacksonville, Drew, is 8-1-1 in their last 10 ATS.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're 7-0 outright against people just keep not betting them. All they do is blow out teams.
I'm taking Buffalo, though. I think Buffalo digs deep, gets one more stop. They find a way and just to squeak out a win. Over. I don't trust McDermott in the defense, Cam. That's my issue. Oh, I think it's going to be a shootout.
And Maxwell Harrison's injury yesterday in the Jets game, I was like, why is he even out there? Who's their number 2 corner? Now they have to have Trey White covering Myers or Brian Thomas. He's not. He's too old. He's not covering anybody. The Bills don't have Ed Oliver back, so their pass rush likely isn't there. I think Lawrence is going to run all over them. I think they're going to have problems. I could see the Jags scoring 40, and I just don't know if the Bills can do that as well. So I like the over in this football game. I like the Jags to cover, and I like the Jags outright. And I'm going to be sad on Sunday at the mansion. Come watch me.
Come watch Drew cry in his Pabst Blue Ribbon. That's the thing.
Exactly.
I think it's good. The thing is, Drew, we know Buffalo, who they are. But the one thing about Josh Allen is, in a tight game, if he's got the ball late, I think things will change over time where, they couldn't get it done against the Chiefs, whatever. This team has to, it's now or never, Buffalo. Like, you're in the playoffs here. You got to make your run. Let's go. And these teams are very, very good. They're playing, but their offense is awesome when they have those 2-3 tight end sets. Cook can run the ball, too. That's the one thing. Like,
it's just the best run D in football, Cam. And Cook has had an issue with fumbles lately, too, which is not good.
That's a problem. So what do you think? A change of pace? Like, do you think other guys are going to get more involved?
I think it's going to be a tight end city for Buffalo. I think the Jags are going to air it out against the Bills defense and run it easily because Etienne is a game breaker. I think he could break a couple big ones. Yeah, I don't know, Cam. I like the Jags here. We'll see if I change my mind on Thursday. But as of right now, I think the Jags get the last laugh. And Cam, not to mention, the Bills don't have a kicker. People are like, oh, it's just a kicker. Who cares? Cam Little, is hitting bombs from 68 yards. which is bullshit, by the way, because the touchback is at the 35, which means the Jags only need 15 yards to get into field goal range. The touchback should not be at the 35, but the Bills don't have a kicker because Prater's hurt, Bass is hurt. They need to sign someone this week. That's huge in playoff games, Cam. If you don't have a kicker you can trust or a kicker that can make kicks.
The Bills might just do what the Seahawks did when Seabass went down. Go for 2 every time.
Whether you go for every fourth down?
I'm just saying, if they score a touchdown, they're thinking 2 all day. Like, I know they missed that. They missed it against the Eagles, but they might just say, let's just do this.
I'm just saying we've seen kicks cost the Bills in the past. And I can see a wide right or wide left, like Tyler Bass missing against the Chiefs 2 years ago in the divisional round. I could see that costing the Bills. It's something to monitor because no kicker is a big problem in the playoffs, especially when you go against probably the best one in the playoffs in Cam Little. It's tough. All right, moving on. 49ers at Eagles. Eagles minus 3.5 at home. Totals 46.5. Weather is going to be cold, but clear and sunny. Sorry. Eagles decided to rest starters essentially through the game yesterday. We talked about that. We both disagree with Sirianni's decision, but rest might help them. I don't know. San Fran blew their chance at the number 1 seed. 49ers record against the teams above 500 this year, Cam, is 3-4. They beat the Rams in OT, beat the Bears in shootout at home, and beat Seattle in week 1. But besides the Bears games, they haven't beaten a winning team in 13 weeks. They got embarrassed by Seattle, smoked by the Rams, and shut down by the Texans. Can they go into Philly and win?
Yes, they can. Let's take a look at Philadelphia. Yeah, you beat Buffalo 13-12, and you didn't complete a pass in the second half. You played Washington. That game doesn't count end of the season. Remember, you were losing to Washington, and then Mariota got hurt. Josh Johnson came in. These wins are not impressive to me. Losing to the Chargers, losing to the Bears, losing to the Dallas Cowboys, blowing a huge lead. You know what I mean? Like, this team, I get it. They're the Super Bowl champs, but I don't look at the Eagles as some team that can't be beat. They have major flaws. And I'm going to tell you, San Francisco might be a good matchup. Revenge from playoffs 2 years ago when San Fran had to take quarterbacks off the street. Half their team was missing.
Purdy got hurt, yeah. And then they played CMC at quarterback.
Yeah, it was nuts. They had Josh Johnson again. Josh Johnson was the quarterback. Yeah, then he got hurt. That was stupid. I'm telling you, Drew, take a look at what my picks are and tell me the theme of all my picks against the spread. Every road team. Road team.
Right. Yeah.
I'm taking San Francisco plus 3.5. I don't know what the totals this game under. I really don't have an opinion.
I lean under just because the Eagles' offense hasn't been great.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, San Francisco. I know the game against Seattle. Like, Seattle screwed up. Myers missed kicks too, but Philadelphia is not this invisible team. Actually, you know what? I hope the weather's shittier because you know what? I trust the guys like McCaffrey and some of those grinders on the Niners more. Even though Philadelphia could play in the cold, they got a lot of prima donnas on that team. I think San Francisco might punch them in the face. And if they lose a heartbreaker. I'm taking the Niners.
So you like 49ers to cover and to win?
Yeah, I'll take them on the money line too.
Okay, I like the 49ers to cover the plus 3.5, but I like the Eagles to win the football game. I think it's going to be like 20-17, 3.5. I'll take the hook with the 49ers, but I do lean Philly in the game outright. Mystery Tiebreak Man had the Bills, by the way, in the last game. That was an obvious pick by Cam, yeah. Cam, listen to this. Since week 3 against winning football teams, the Philadelphia Eagles have scored 13 against Buffalo, 19 against the Chargers, 15 against Chicago, 16 against Detroit, 10 against Green Bay. We streamed that game, and 17 against Denver. They have yet to score more than 19. They haven't scored more than 19 points against a winning team above 500 since week 3. Their offense is struggling. If it wakes up against San Fran, maybe. San Francisco defense hasn't been great, and they have a lot of injuries, especially considering Fred Warner's out and Bosa's out. But if they score, let's say 17, is that enough to beat San Fran? I don't think it is.
No, it's not. It's not enough. And that's the thing. I still think the game can go under the total. Here's the thing. San Francisco, it's still, I know they have some injuries, but they've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Like, let's just say this, Drew. We watch a lot of Philadelphia Eagles games. To me, I'm looking at them and I'm like, how the hell do these guys do it? It feels like smoke and mirrors. I understand they do get wins, but eventually it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. The
49ers though haven't beat anybody really good either.
I know, but the 49ers young defense is getting better. Like, I could just see Hurts having he's the inconsistent, like making a couple plays and then like missing 6 passes in a row. And I think McCaffrey, Philadelphia has a wicked front four. They have a good defense. San Francisco has to come up with complex schemes, end arounds, other stuff.
And without Trent Williams, the 49ers struggle. If he plays, that's a huge edge for them. If he's out, I think he'll tough it out and play. But if Trent Williams is out and they don't have their left tackle, I think the 49ers are going to lose this game by 10.
He's huge. You're right. Because I remember every time he goes out, bad things happen.
Purdy can't play. Purdy has no time. Yeah, they need Trent Williams here.
Big time.
I think he's the key.
Well, I think he's going to play too. I just think the Niners have enough veterans on their team, enough guys that say, you know what, Philly, you want to dance? I don't think they're afraid to go into Philadelphia. And I think, Drew, if you said it, even if Philadelphia does win, I can't see them winning by 4 and covering. I want the Niners.
Yeah,
and I'll sprinkle on the money line.
Eagles 20-17 is my pick, so I want the Eagles spread. Where do you think mystery tiebreaker man is on this one?
Eagles.
Incorrect on the 49ers with you, plus 3.5, or with both of us, I guess. I guess
Wow.
with both of them, we don't really need tiebreaker.
1-1. 1-1 with the bag man.
Correct. All right. Sunday night football, Chargers at Patriots. Patriots minus 3.5. The total is 45.5. This is Drake May's first ever playoff game. And against teams with 11 wins or more, Cam, he has 0 TD passes this season. Listen, he doesn't control his schedule, but they have been picking on bottom feeders. The Chargers, on the other hand, have some impressive wins this season, including beating the Eagles outright in overtime. The Patriots, though, have never lost to the Chargers in the playoff history, Cam. Or it's in the 21st century. They're 3-0 against them. That was with Tom Brady against Rivers. I don't know if that matters, but just something to mention.
I think the Chargers can win this game outright.
I'm thinking that too.
New England should not be laying 4. I don't care about their year. All you have to do, we wish, if the Chargers had more time, actually, this is good. Because if the only better scenario for them is playing the Monday game where they got extra time for Herbert and all of his ailments. Who's coming back on the offensive line? Their defense can play. I'm telling you, Drew, I think the Chargers can win the game, so I'm definitely going to take the 4.
My issue is the Chargers are still missing both tackles. It's just do the Patriots have the rushers to make them pay
I'm
for
not
that?
sure
I don't
they
know if
do. I'm not sure they do either. Do you lean over in this game a little bit? I don't know.
A little, yes. Another key injury on the Pat side, Cam, is also Robert Spillane. He's out. He's been out since he's been out. Their run defense has been terrible. He was the 8th ranked run defender in the league. Since he's been out, they've been gashed on the ground. And I think if Hampton's in and the Chargers can run the football, it's just like without their starting tackles, it's going to be tough. Herbert's been shit in the last half of the season. Cam, he has one 300-yard game. He has 13 touchdowns and 8 picks. I don't know. I lean Patriots win, but Chargers cover.
I'm taking the Chargers, and if I'm taking a team to win a game as a 4-point dog, I have to sprinkle on the money line. Obviously, putting more on the spread, but I'm taking the Chargers.
Do you think the Chargers resting 11 starters yesterday was the smart play? Probably.
For them, that's the whole thing. Philadelphia is one of those teams where you're thinking about the scenario. The Chargers, they're an infirmary unit. They needed to sit. Some guys can't play because they're so thin.
Honestly, they played better than Denver yesterday with their backups.
I know. I think the Patriots are in big trouble in this game. I think they could lose.
Yeah, I think the issue is going to be whether or not Drake May can take advantage of this and the experience. And like Harbaugh versus Vrabel, Harbaugh's done it before. Vrabel's been to the AFC Champions game in Tennessee, but he hasn't been to the big game. Harbaugh has the coaching edge, I think. It's going to be tight. I'm thinking, again, like 2017 or 27-24. Lean over, but I lean Chargers spread, Patriots money line. I know that's probably the coward's way out, but I do like the Chargers on the spread. You like the Chargers on the spread as well, so we don't need tiebreaker, man, but you like the Chargers outright as dogs. Cam loves the wild card teams in wild card weekend. I think you've picked every single one.
Drew, I have taken every single underdog so far. Rams are on the road. Green Bay's on the road. Your Buffalo Bills are on the road. San Francisco's on the road. Chargers on the road. All with spreads and a couple of sprinkles on money lines. And I think the last game, I'm probably going to take the road team as well.
Last game, Monday Night Football. The Texans travel to Pittsburgh. Steelers plus 2.5 currently. The total is 39.5. Cam, the way the Steelers beat the Ravens is because the Ravens have 0 pass rush. Rodgers could stand there and just do whatever he wanted. That is not the case with Will Anderson and Daniil Hunter on the Texans defensive line. They are going to make him pay. This might be Cam's famous line, Rodgers might leave this game in a body bag. He might actually leave this game in a body bag. Like, I don't know how the Steelers move the football in this game. I'm thinking this game goes way under. I know it's 39.5, but I think the Texans offense is going to struggle to move against the Patriots.
I think Texans win this game 27-9.
I don't know if they can score 27 against the Steelers, Cam. Their Steelers' issue is their run defense, not their pass defense, and the Texans don't really run the ball with Woody Marks.
23-12?
I'm thinking 10-7.
10-7?
I'm thinking 10-7. I think it's a shit football game.
Under 17.5.
Yeah, I think the Steelers... Cam, the Steelers have the worst offense by far remaining in the playoffs. I mean, they only average 300 yards a game, and the second worst mark in the NFL. They haven't won a playoff game in 10 years. The Tomlin way is to make the wild card round and then get smoked. And I think that's going to continue. They're not going to get smoked, but I think they lose this game. Is Mike Tomlin gone if they lose? Probably not, because he won 2 games in a row against the Ravens to end the season and won the division with Aaron Rodgers. We did call the Steelers win the division in the preseason. That was one of our picks, as well as the Jags. It was two of our good picks. The Rams not winning screwed us.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I don't know. I like the Texans here.
I like the Texans too. I'm worried though because
everyone's going to like the Texans. That's my worry.
That line, but the thing is, we'll see if it is. If it stays at 3.5, but if it goes up to 4,
right now.
What?
Yeah, there's 2.5s.
That game's gonna. You know what? I'll make you a prediction right now. That game closes 3.5, 4, guaranteed.
I think it might close 5.5. The amount of people are.
That's a little bit too high. It'll close. The highest it can go is 4.5. There's no way they're going to make it higher than that. I'm seeing on every other. You're right. There's 2.5, 3.5. You know,
I'm stressed out because everyone's going to love the Texans, and I love the Texans too. But everyone loved the Ravens last night. I mean, you were on the Steelers because of that.
But the Steelers are also, they go win loss, flip flop. Like they do things where they look good one time and then they look like shit the other time. I want the Texans. We got to put money line parlay. No, I don't want to take the guys. We got to find ways to win. Like I know we have to make spread picks and stuff, but we have to find creative ways to put money line parlays together, super teasers and stuff. It's the playoffs. Like watch Houston win by like 3.
I've already put a large wager
Yeah.
On Texans. I've already put a large wager on Texans minus 2.5 because I thought that line was going to disappear, and I think I'm right. I think it's going to slowly disappear. You're not going to get that. So if you can find it still, go do that.
For sure.
Cam, our gold, silver, and bronze selections, we can go to totals, spreads, money lines. We can do whatever we want, even props. I'll give you my best props on Thursday. I'm waiting for some of the lines to release. Already right now I'm seeing Josh Allen 222 passing yards as his prop. I'm going to hammer that because I think it's going to be a shootout. I don't think they're going to be able to run the football. 222 is too low for Allen in the playoffs. But we'll talk about that on the Thursday show. Cam, start with our bronze. Where are you leaning?
I'm leaning San Francisco 49ers.
49ers plus 4? Or you want me? I'll give you the 4.
Okay, I'll take it. I think it's 3. I found only 1 4 out there. There's a lot of 3.5s out there.
Okay, well, I can see 4.
Yeah,
so
I see some 4. Thanks. I'll take it.
Cam.
I'm going to just give you sides and stuff now, but for Thursday's show, guys, we're going to come up with props, best props, parlays, whatever. Like, and yeah, we can do a total, I guess, for gold, silver, and bronze, right?
100%. I'm going to be giving one.
Okay.
My bronze is going to be. It's going to be the Houston Texans Steelers under 39.5. I think this game's got 10-7 written all over it. I think 39.5. Too many points. Give me the Steelers, Texans under 39.5.
What am I going to do with these games?
What is your silver pick?
I want the Chargers plus 4 against New England.
Ooh. Back-to-back plus 4s.
Mm-hmm. I just want to take all these dogs. Like I don't know which one I should put in the minerals. I like them all the same. Like I think
my silver will be Green Bay plus 1 in Chicago. I think
pick.
they're going to win this game outright. I'm sorry, Bears fans. I know all the hate comments are going to be like, yes, you guys down the Bears again. I think Love has what it takes to beat them. I think Chicago just won't be able to keep up. Give me the Bears plus 1 as my silver.
Rams minus 10 gold.
Wow.
And I want an extra pick, Uranium, Bills, Jags over.
My goal will be the Houston Texans minus 3, minus 2.5, whatever you see it right now. I think the Texans, it might just dominate the Steelers. I know it's a 10-7, so minus 3 will push. I have a 2.5 wager already, so I love that 10-7 pick. Give me the Texans minus 3 as my gold pick.
Love it. Oh man, can you believe it, Drew? Every road team I have to win.
Cam, our teaser, who screwed our teaser in the early slate? The Bengals.
I know.
We had them down to minus 1 as a pick 'em, and they just lost outright. I was like,
at the end of the game,
our teaser's doing really good. Oh, the Bengals. Wasn't meant to be. All right, money line parlay. You want to do it quick?
Sure. Do they have to be? Can we put like extravagant things in, or how do you want to do it?
You tell me. What do you want to do?
Okay, let's go money line parlay. Let's go with. Let's start with the Rams.
Or do you want to do a teaser? I think teasers.
I want a teaser. Yeah, teasers. Let's go. Right. Yes, this is exactly what I want to do. A super teaser.
Rams minus 3?
Yes.
Okay. Rams minus 3.
Oh, I know exactly. This is the way I'm going down. I'll take Packers plus 8.
Agreed. So hang on one second. Rams minus 3, Packers plus 8. Done. Okay. And then we got Bills Jags.
Do you want Jags plus 8 or Bills plus 6? Or over 44.5.
I'm thinking Jags plus 8.5.
Okay, let's do it. Jags plus 8.5. Done.
I think if the Bills win, it's going to be closer.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
49ers, Eagles. You got
I want the
49ers
Niners
plus
plus 11 all day and all night.
Yeah, I agree with that. 49ers plus 11. Chargers, Patriots, Chargers plus 11.
Yes.
Okay, and then Steelers, Texans. We got Texans.
Oh, Houston, we go from minus 3.5 to plus 3.5.
Yep. I'll do plus
Done.
3.5. Done. So our 6-leg teaser: Rams, Packers, Jags, Niners, Chargers, Texans plus 337.
I love it. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to play a couple super teasers this week because I don't think they do. Like, what game has blowout potential in your opinion? The Rams could blow out Carolina, but we that's the one game I think.
Rams blow out Carolina. Cam, I think Green Bay or Chicago could blow out each other depending on what happens.
Wow.
I think the Jags could blow out the Bills if things go wrong.
I don't. I think the Bills will always find a way to fight. They could lose that game. I don't think they can.
Patriots could blow out the Chargers if things go wrong.
What? You really?
And Texans could blow out the Steelers.
Yes, they could.
That could be 27-10.
Yeah. I'm telling you though, I love this teaser. Like, these teasers are.
I do like it too. I mean,
they look
I
good
agree
to
with
me.
all the picks. Could Philly win by 11 against San Fran? Maybe
they could
if Purdy throws a pick or something.
Yeah, but I don't think that's asking a lot for Philadelphia to beat these guys by 11. I'd rather have the dog and jack it up. That's the whole thing. We're getting a lot of points in playoff games. So
I just told you that Eagles haven't scored more than 19 against a team above 500.
Yeah, and now we're getting a team at plus 11. Yeah, I'm in. Like, exactly. And if we lose, we lose. I'm just looking at the numbers and go, these are good teaser numbers. I'm in.
I agree. That does it for this week's show. Or not this week. We'll be back on Thursday for our props.
For everything.
Our TD parlays, everything, all the fun stuff. And we'll be back on Sunday live in Kingston at the Mansion. Please get some tickets in the description below. Come see us. Come hang with us. Come bet some games with us live. Come watch us stress out. Cam, stress-free weekend because the Seahawks aren't playing, but he'll still be stressed out some
stress-free weekend? I'll be betting on everything. Don't worry
it's
about
true.
it.
It's true. I'll have to bring Cam a Bills jersey so he can cheer.
Actually, if you got one and if you got a bigger one, I'm in. I'll wear a Bills jersey. I don't have a Jag jersey.
Decide which one I want to wear. I don't know. Which one's a good luck.
Anyway, do you have ones that will fit me?
I do have a Keon Coleman XX. I don't know if you want to wear a Keon Coleman jersey.
I know what, buddy. I roll with like backup running backs and stuff. Like when I was a Seahawks fan, I have like John L. Williams, second string fullback. Like I have like touchdown Tommy Kane. The guy went to prison for God's sake.
I got Paul Posluszny jersey.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking. I love
linebacker 10 years ago.
I love shitty player jerseys. They're the best.
Yeah, they're good times. All right, please click like, please click subscribe, rate and review on all audio platforms. Let us know your favorite picks below. Questions for Cam for Thursday's show. Where we're wrong, where we're crazy, what your favorite bets are for the weekend. Let us know. Maybe we can tell some. Maybe we can talk about some on the show. And thank you for joining us for the entire season. It's been a fun week, 1 to 18.
Good times.
Let's make the playoffs successful on the road to the Super Bowl. And come to Kingston on Sunday. Hang out with us. Thanks, everybody. We will see you on Thursday.